Hey guys, welcome to ANX Gamecast level 109. I'm Unbiased Ann. I'm here with Genesis, and Stephanie's here with us to talk about Pokemon Go. How's it going, guys?
Good. I miss y'all so much.
What?
No.
I felt like you were just here doing this same podcast.
I mean,
like a month ago.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel like she was just here.
Yeah, that's true.
No.
It feels like a long time.
So
it has been a long time. This is my first human interaction in a while.
Yeah. So for everyone out there wondering what I'm talking about, we already recorded this podcast a month ago. And literally 12 hours after we recorded it, they canceled Community Day and the whole podcast became irrelevant.
Null and void.
So I made the executive decision to not release it.
Yeah.
So they've announced the new Abra Community Day. Woo! So here we are to record a new Pokemon Go episode.
And so much to talk about.
So much.
Can I steal your thunder?
Yeah, go for it.
So what are y'all excited to talk about today?
All the updates.
I'll talk about anything at this point.
Yeah, I think it's going to be just a random kind of crazy podcast today, and I'm cool with that. It's hard to keep structure when there's so much going on, so It's like whatever. I'm excited to talk about remote rating for gyms.
I mean, that would be awesome.
It would be. Anyway, I'm not okay. Let's go ahead and do the social media thing real quick. ANX Gamecast on all social media platforms and wherever you get your favorite podcasts. YouTube, everybody out there listening, we are on YouTube. You can watch this right now on YouTube. You can press pause right now on Spotify. Go to YouTube.
And we'll be there.
AVersion TV. It's the one that's not in Spanish.
We're in English.
Good to know.
And we also have two other shows, the ANX Weekly Update and ANX Versus, that is there too, and something called Roy Malarkey. So check it out. Y'all ready to get in round one?
Yay!
According to the screen, we're already in round one, but
round one.
Let's make it official. Pokédex update. Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Okay.
Whoa.
No, go ahead.
Let me go because mine will be sad.
Not as sad as mine.
Okay, so mine is 538 caught.
Okay.
And 554 seen. And so I think the last time it was 553 or 554. So I've caught or gotten like 4 or 5 new Pokemon.
You mean from like the real last time or from like the last time that we didn't release last time?
Yeah, the last time that we didn't release.
Oh, okay.
How many have you caught?
538.
What you got?
I beat you?
I'm pretty sure this is what happened on the unreleased show too.
Stephanie.
What you got?
533 caught.
Oh my gosh.
Not even close. She pulling away.
I never thought I'd see the day.
She pulling off.
I take this quarantine stuff seriously.
Oh yeah, we be out in the streets.
This is very serious.
Very serious. And I've seen 555.
I don't even know how I've gotten new ones, honestly, because I don't feel like I've really played, but I don't know.
I know I've only gotten 2 new ones since the last time I was here.
I feel like the last time we went out when there was some new Pokemon out and like played, like I feel like there was an event that happened and we went out.
Was it the last community day?
No. And this is pre-COVID. I feel like there was an event that happened. And when we went out for that event, we caught some Pokemon that we had not caught. Then we did community day, the Rhyhorn. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, but on the last, I'm saying my numbers have increased since we recorded last, and that was after Rhyhorn Day.
Right.
And that was right around COVID timing. We recorded the day NBA canceled the season.
You're right. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So.
But I still think there was one time
was.
after that where we went out and was like, okay.
It would have had to been after that.
Yeah.
There was one of those ticketed events, I think, like one of those special
Yeah, we didn't do it.
Storylines. Oh, I thought maybe that would have been it.
No, we didn't do it, did we?
I mean, I have it. The task is still there, but we didn't like go out.
I bought the $7.99 ticket and never did anything with it.
Yeah. Well, like I said, the event should still be there. And
oh, okay. Oh, that's right. So
my stats are not a surprise because everyone can see my notes.
I can't. I wasn't even looking.
Oh, okay, cool.
I can see them.
So I have 545 caught and 557 seen.
That's decent.
I'm at the bottom.
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
That's crazy.
I'm ready to hit that 550. Yeah. I'm ready to hit that 550 mark.
So I got some work before the next time I come back. Got it.
Yeah. I'll be at 600 by the end of the year.
Okay.
She's like, we'll
expectations.
See. Yeah, we shall see.
Hopefully, this one will be released, and I'll have proof that you made that claim.
For real.
Right. I mean, I still got the old video. No, I'll just release it too, just cause. Anyway, y'all ready for round 2?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Round 2.
Community days. So right at this point now, Rhyhorn was like 5 months ago.
Yeah, something like.
So we're just gonna do a quick. We're not gonna tell stories about Community Day because I don't
remember that.
I don't remember them.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure if it was a real thing. I just woke up and had shiny Rhyhorn in my inventory here. 3. I got 3 shinies. How about that?
Cool. I got 7.
Carry the one.
My Rhyhorns are, in a different generation, so,
No.
I caught 5 on my main account. I don't know where my other phone is, so I don't know. We'll just go with 5.
Dang. And I feel like I said no stories, but I feel like I only caught 2, and I think you traded me the other.
Yeah, I do feel like it was a bad,
because that's the one where I was having connection issues, right?
Yeah,
it kept booting me out. Like just could boot me out the complete. Just like no right home for you.
Yeah, and I did really good. Like I wouldn't be surprised if I have 5 on my other account too, which is good for me.
Yeah,
especially considering he did so bad. Like,
why I got to do so bad?
Well, you know what I mean. The connection
is glitched. It was.
I don't mean
I got skills. I was throwing balls on mine and catching Pokemon on your account. Like I got skills.
Oh my gosh, it's not an attack on you. I'm just saying, like at the end of the day, though, the total for you was very low.
Right. So let's skip Rhyhorn. No one cares about that anymore at this point. Even though I think that whatever that move was that the Rhyperior got came in handy for that legendary that was out right after that.
Oh yeah, the one that I didn't get.
Yeah, I don't think I got it either, but you got it.
Yeah. It's one of the Thunderouses, right?
That's how you got ahead of me.
Yeah. Yeah. Abra.
Abra Community Day.
Last time we talked, you did not know what the shiny Abra looked like. Do you know now?
I do not.
Okay.
Nope.
I will keep that to myself.
Yes.
Okay. Do we know what the move is? Because we were just speculating last time, didn't we?
I think we do know what the move is, but off the top of my head, I don't know what it is.
Oh, okay.
I do know while she's looking that up.
Okay.
It's 3 times catch Stardust is the
for all
special.
Pokemon or just Abra?
All.
Oh.
Yeah. It's always all. Whenever they do the 2 times, whatever. Yeah.
No, sometimes it wasn't.
Oh.
Yeah, sometimes it was just for the Community Day Pokemon.
Oh.
But I think that was early on when they were still trying to figure stuff out. Like,
yeah.
Let's try this. This is new.
What you got?
It's going to know counter.
No counter?
It'll know counter. Was that a fighting?
Yeah.
Fighting?
Counter. Found a fighting move.
Oh, okay. Cool.
A fighting
I think
Abra.
it's been featured before on a Community Day.
Counter? Don't remember. Been too many.
There's been so much. So it's going to be 3 times catch Stardust. And it's going to be the incense will last 3 hours.
Right, because this is a stay at home edition.
Yeah, edition. And it's going to be 6 hours.
So I think I might be skipping ahead, but with the latest update, this doesn't work anymore.
No.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
This doesn't work anymore. We're hardcore here. Y'all just didn't know for real. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, none of this stuff works anymore. So it's just this is the only thing it's good for. So
it'll get fixed. I mean, I'll get it fixed in time for Abra Day, but it'll get fixed.
Yeah, but
they've had that problem before.
I'm not sitting here 6 hours and just
staring at your phone.
Staring at my phone for 6 hours, especially with the increased rate
of other Pokemon.
Well, that they come up now. It used to be every 5 minutes. So those couple of times where I had to just be at home doing Community Day, I knew it was every 5 minutes, like a Pokemon would pop up. And that's before I had a nest here. And then they did all the changes. Yeah. So if these are not working, I don't know how good of experience that's going to be. I'm going to hope to get my 3 shinies real fast and cut it off.
Yeah.
Well, I'll definitely be doing the Community Day, the Stay at Home edition. I know my spawn point is not good at all. It's terrible. But I did play I dropped an incense. This was before I realized that they had boosted them to an hour. And I was like, oh, I only wanted to be here for like 30 minutes.
Yeah. But now I have to. I can't waste that 50 cents.
Yeah. So I did play the whole hour, but it was okay. It was good enough that I think I'll be fine for Community Day.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
So you excited for Community Day? I think I'm excited for it just because I'm ready to do something with Pokemon Go, because I find myself playing a bunch of other random phone games, and it's like, no Pokemon Go though. Like it's a perfect time to be playing Pokemon Go, but it's like there's no Community Day, no events, no nothing. I
am looking forward to it. I'm hoping it goes smoothly. Because I feel like at least the next Community Day is going to also be a stay-at-home edition.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, I hope they've learned from, 2016 or whenever this was that it came out. I don't remember. I think there's going to be an increased number of people logging on for that event.
Probably.
And with it being so long, it's going to cross over with other events that's still going on in other regions of the world, which means their servers could be overloaded.
We shall see. They are not good at handling that.
No.
Not even from the very beginning.
Ever.
So anyway.
Chicago.
The 25th?
Is that
24th?
25th.
25th?
Yep.
25th.
Okay. So anyway, y'all ready? Because the next round is going to be a very, very, very long round.
Yep.
I'm ready.
Y'all ready?
Let's do it.
All right.
Round 3.
Pokemon Go news.
So much
News. We can start wherever. I don't really care. You still can't see. You still can't see my screen though, right?
I can see it.
Fourth wall.
Oh, you can see it now. Okay.
So you want to start with?
I mean, we got. I guess we need to start with COVID-19.
That's what I was
the whole. Yeah, that's the whole reason we didn't
release the last
podcast. And so COVID-19 updates. They put some stuff in place to try to make it easier for you to play at home.
Safer.
I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like some of the things that they put in place made me need to go out to do stuff, and it's like I was not supposed to go out to do anything. So it's just like,
Well, I know one of the first things I heard, because I think one of the first things they did was more Pokemon are going to spawn.
Yes.
That's the first thing.
The first thing they did.
Well, I remember seeing somebody comment on somebody had shared that, and one of the comments was, well, are they going to give me more balls? Because we're going to have all these Pokemon, and I'm going to run out of balls, and I can't go out and get balls,
And then the next day, they dropped the box.
The box where you can get the 100 balls for one coin.
One coin.
Right.
Which I did not buy because I didn't have space for it.
Right. Which then they eventually added more space options.
Compounding all these problems.
So, but
I did buy the incense packet where there was like 30 incense for one coin.
Yeah.
I did buy that, and I'm glad I did, especially now that they have bumped it up to an hour.
I buy everything that's one Pokecoin. Everything.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not going to pass that.
Well, actually, I guess there's been two. I didn't buy the first one. I didn't have space. The last one, the one that
I made space for the incense.
I guess the one that just expired yesterday or something, I'm assuming. I didn't get that one because I didn't have the space.
I didn't get it because I didn't know about it.
Oh, well, they put 2 new ones out today. So
I just got one.
So the last one is expired now. So if you didn't get the last one from last week, then it's gone already.
Oh, I did. I get it like every Monday or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't get that one either because I didn't have space. So whatever. I think it had some raspberries or something, golden raspberry.
Or the last one. I don't know. I
don't know. I was just like, whatever. I have too many items. And that was the other thing, too, that kind of made me want to get out to use those items.
Right.
Because I didn't want to just trash them.
So I'm sitting here like, do I need to trash these incense or these revives and these potions? But I don't really feel like I want to trash all that because at some point I'm going to get back out there and I'm going to, who here remembers the Great Revive shortage from 2 summers back?
For me,
it was when 2016.
For me, it was Pokeballs.
It was a real thing.
Remember, like the longest.
You always ran out of Pokeballs because you would catch. He would catch everything.
I feel that,
and
though.
I was always the one.
Way.
I was always the one driving, so I couldn't catch everything, and so I never ran out of balls. But we did, and it was like early on.
But I also think even outside of what you just said, once you run out of balls, like that's it. Like you literally would have to stop catching Pokemon for weeks.
You're done for the game.
Yeah, because
Can't do anything.
You can't do anything. So even if I go buy a Pokestop, it might only give me
3.
maybe 3 balls, right? But that's
So you have to spend an hour and a half walking around.
Well, there's 5 Pokemon around that stop.
Yep.
Well, but I do remember early on when you and I used to battle all the time, do raids all the time before they changed how they were in 17. And I ran out of revives and I was like, I can't do anything.
Yeah, when that was going on, I had just started raiding with you guys on a regular basis, and I had a graveyard.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm not going to revive that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It was to the point where whenever I would put Pokemon in gyms for my daily coins, I'd put something with the intention of, I'm going to trash that.
Yeah.
So put Rattata in the gym. When it gets knocked out to me, not going to revive it. Trash.
Or what people were doing.
I named them gym fodder.
Yeah.
So I could find them quickly.
Yeah. What people started doing also is just catching a high level stuff out in the wild and just fighting with that.
Yeah.
And just transferring it when it was dead.
Ugh.
So cruel, but so dope.
But yeah, definitely feeling the stress from that particular event. Although, granted, I feel like the stops and gyms have become a little bit better balanced. Like you're more likely to get a revive and a potion from a gym spin, and a Pokeballs and raspberries.
Well, let's talk about that. Let's see if we can We can have some sense of transitioning here with all this.
No
with all this news.
transitions. All go.
Right. Just go. They started to give you more items when you open gifts.
Yes.
From your friends. Those items for me just kept being Pokeballs.
Red Pokeballs.
Red Pokeballs. So I started getting a bunch of red Pokeballs, right?
It's great for your Go Plus there.
Yeah, that doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
So I got a bunch of red Pokeballs. However,
Niantic hears you.
Eevee outside, we know they do.
What?
However, they stopped giving me gifts.
Yeah, that was
I
weird.
opened like 10 gifts in a row and got no eggs. I'm sorry. They stopped giving me eggs and got no eggs. And then finally I would get one and I would open 8 more gifts and get no eggs. I was just like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
Like you keep trying to put Band-Aids on stuff. It's just like you keep breaking other things though.
Right. Yeah, they fix one thing and something else goes wrong.
They're not doing what we like to call regression testing, making sure that nothing else broke with this new change.
Yeah. So as we speak right now, my red Pokeballs are at 412.
Wow.
I always get rid of mine. That's the first thing that goes when I run out of space.
That is something that I would trash. But, he has the Pokeball shortage flashbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I totally get why.
Yeah,
I totally get why he doesn't want to trash those.
Yeah, I'm not.
I keep mine at like 100 because I have a bunch of the other balls. So I'm like, whatever. I don't need.
I keep all the Pokeballs.
Yeah.
But I go through them like specifically. So like, you guys all know that like Eevee is my favorite. And so anytime I do an Eevee, I Pineapple, but I also use an Ultra Ball because I'm trying to get as much candy on an Eevee as possible. So all Eevees get the Ultra Ball.
Okay.
And a Pineapple.
Yeah. All right. Yellow. Okay.
Yellow and yellow.
So what else do we have?
Instinct.
Who wants to pick a random topic here?
I'll pick a random topic.
Go for it.
Great. I want to talk about the gym distance.
Okay, so they.
Oh man, come on, man.
So they doubled.
Reduce. Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, that's right.
They doubled the distance to encourage social distancing at the raids. So you can reach the gym at double the distance beforehand.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic. Like you can do all the interactions. You can spin the stop. You can be in the raid. All those things. Great. Fantastic. I really like that update. Except when they did that, they broke the Pokestops. And I guess they didn't really break the Pokestops, but all Pokestops and gyms now activate when you're within that double distance space.
Yes.
But you cannot spin the stop until you're at the normal.
Yes, that was frustrating the heck out of me.
Extremely frustrating because I've mentioned this to you guys earlier where in my neighborhood, we had one gym that was walking distance from my house. And I went to that gym frequently. And it's the only Pokestop gym place where I can spin to get stuff. It's the only place I can get stuff from that I don't have to cross a major road. And where I live boxed in major roads, like roads that I'm not going to cross at all.
Right.
And they took it away. They took that gym away. And so like there's another stop that's, again, walking distance from my house, but it's on the other side of the major road, and I can reach it. Like if I walk to the edge instead, like, you know, right up to the road, the stop opens. So it's sitting there taunting me.
Of course.
As a little disc, but I can't spin it without crossing the road, and I'm not going to cross the road because I don't want to die.
Yeah.
I don't want to become one of those Pokemon Go player stories that people talk about.
Why not? I can be like, I know her.
She walked off a cliff trying to catch the Pokemon
I know
and
her.
died.
Yeah.
All for that Eevee.
Yeah. So here was my problem with the double distance. I think there was already rumblings about remote rating.
Mm-hmm. There were.
And so when the announcement came out, I'm like, yo, this is it.
Not it.
I can spoof without cheating. Right? Okay. And then double the distance. I'm like, double the distance. The distance was only, what was it? 5 meters or something?
Yes.
And so they made it 10 or something?
That's exactly what happened. And it's
I'm like,
so frustrating. That doesn't
help
do
me.
anything.
That doesn't help me. Like, I still have to get up and get in my car or whatever. I can walk to this one, but
that's not the point. The point is they've been promising us social distancing rating for weeks now. It's been 30 days. It's been 30 days.
Where are you at?
Right.
I'm waiting. I can see plenty of gyms from my home, and I want to be like, and it's extremely frustrating because, you know, I'm not interacting with players on a regular basis anymore because I'm staying at home. But I also can't get presents, which is the only other way I can interact with people because, I mean, I have said this before on this podcast. I don't do the battling. I am not interested in it. It's just, it's way too technical, and that's not where my priorities lie in this game. I didn't want a battle game. I wanted a completionist game, which is what I'm doing.
Right.
And I can't do that. And if I can't interact with people, and if I can't get presents, and I can't get Pokeballs, you know, it's frustrating.
Yeah.
Well, and here's my deal about the fact that it's still not done yet. I don't know if it's you had it and you started on it and maybe stopped working on it, or you really never ever started working on remote rating until now. And it's just like if you just now starting to work on remote rating when the COVID-19 hit. Come on, Niantic.
I mean, all I'm saying is I know
doing?
they have been stress testing gyms in this game for over a year because in Chicago, on the last day of Go Fest Chicago last summer, they stress tested where if you had
was it 1,000-man raid?
Yeah, they opened, and instead of having a whole bunch of Pokestops, they converted some of them to gyms, and they were doing mass raiding, like stress testing the gym system.
Yeah,
which is a great time to do that because you have the people and the capabilities to do that. But then, what did you do with that data?
So let's also talk about the limitations with the remote rating. How do y'all feel about those?
Let's talk about
it. They're going to debuff your Pokemon, right? As far as they're not going to be as strong. You got to buy a special pass. We can't use your raid passes that you already have.
I'm not impressed.
So here's my deal. I guess I don't know where these people live that work for Niantic. Shout out.
We know you listen.
But out of all the people that we've ever raided with in the city that we're recording in right now, I think we are the only ones who can see this stop, which means if
you're the only two who can. So
the gym
level 2 raids for y'all only.
No. We've been duoing plenty of 5 stars.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll sit back down.
Yeah.
Well, kind of trio.
Yeah.
Because we use my other account too.
Yeah.
But I don't have anyone that I live nearby. All of the people that I raided with, they live on the
South side?
nicer side
Oh.
than me.
Oh, okay. On the other side of the tracks?
Yeah.
But in,
Oh,
but
they
in a
live-
nice way?
I
They live
am
on the other side of 8 Mile.
Yeah.
I am the other side of the tracks.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but so here's the deal. I feel like that also encourages people to go out and play, because if
Yeah.
I put something out in the chat, because I'm so active in the chat
Yes, we
all
know.
the time.
You
we
just
know.
need to calm down.
Even during this COVID-19, like I'm just still active in the chat,
I
right?
know.
And I say, yo, the one by us is the EX raid spot. There's a raid going on now. We're
Although you do know-
jumping in. Like, some people will come out and go over there, which is the opposite of what we're supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm. Although there are no X-raid events right now.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but
So
still,
that was one of the first things they announced was, I think they even killed some like
Mm-hmm.
active, like you had
Oh.
a pass, but all X-raids are going to be canceled or I don't know if they postponed the ones that were already active, but I know that some of them got canceled altogether, or at
Yeah.
least rescheduled.
so this remote, like, so I will be happy when it happens. I will participate. But one, the other issue lies where people who can't see a Pokestop from their house,
Yeah.
a gym from their house.
That's a real issue. Like, I'm looking forward to it for my, what is this badge called? My champion badge, because I will do the pink eggs, because I am not as active as I used to be.
It just depends on how much these raid passes are going to cost.
It's true, but I should still be getting I would, I still go out enough that I would be able to, if they continue to drop daily, like one daily pass,
Mm-hmm.
like usual, I should be able to still get one like every, like at least once a week.
Yeah.
I go out and get groceries. So, I should be able to get at least a daily pass once a week, and I will use that more, like, because like now, before all this stuff started happening.
So they're going to give a remote pass out from spinning?
I don't know.
Because
But they do give the dailies right now. You get one raid pass a day.
yeah, but those won't work for this remote.
Then I don't know.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
Because I have a bunch of raid passes.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to go buy more.
I think I have a bunch of raid passes too.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe that's not as bad as we think it's gonna be. But all I'm saying is they've been teasing this for a while.
Well, and I guess my other point, sounds like I'm repeating myself, but here's another point about getting other people to come out. If they're gonna debuff our Pokemon, bring their CP down,
You're gonna have to have.
you're gonna
more
need
people.
help,
Yeah.
right? And again, from all the people that I know we've ever raided with, we're the only ones who can see this gym.
Right.
So if we would have to call
Stephanie.
and be like, yo, and she's gonna have to get in her car and come over here. And that, again,
That's
that's the total opposite of what we're supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
However, what we're supposed to be doing is about to drastically change because we're here in Texas. Shout out. So they're gonna open us up.
First state to open up, apparently.
They're gonna open us up before we even get remote rating. So we won't even need remote rating. So whatever. Niantic, y'all tripping. Anyway.
Well, I think they're trying. The problem is, though, probably the stuff that they're implementing takes a lot of testing and design, especially if they weren't prepared.
I understand that, but it seems like Niantic is always trying. This game's been out for 4 years.
Yeah.
Right? Like, when are you just going to get, like, something right without it being like a super slow rollout, like, easy, let's just try this, let's try that. They're always trying something.
All I'm saying is I have played games long term. I've played games for years. Final Fantasy 11. And
Shout out. I didn't know you played 11.
I did.
What?
A lot.
Red Mage.
And so I played that, and that game was always flawless. Like, every now and then there'd be flaws maybe in something, but overall the game was continually a positive experience over and over and over and over again.
Well, except for those hours in the dunes, just shouting at
we
people.
are not talking about that.
Hey, y'all.
Stephanie doesn't want to talk about that.
Y'all want
You
to?
thought you had it bad with the Pokeball issue. We're not talking about the dunes.
I would fall asleep in the dunes. Like it would be like 5-hour wait to find a party to go out and raid in the dunes.
Fall asleep, wake up and realize that a banshee had killed me. And I was back in my
at the
home
castle
city.
and de-leveled.
That's hilarious.
But, you know, like that is an example of a successful long-term game. And yes, I acknowledge that a cell phone game is not comparable to Final Fantasy XI, but you can have a game that's designed to sustain itself for many, many years and have it be good. And I enjoy Pokemon Go. I really, really do. But overall, the sustainability, like it's not the game itself that keeps me coming back.
Mm-hmm.
It's I want to do this thing. I want to get this thing.
I used to, and people used to jump on me for this. They always jump on me for a lot of stuff that I say because I don't know, they just can't handle the truth. From the beginning, like I used to tell people, no, this game is trash. Like when Pokemon Go came out, like
it was terrible when it first came out. I loved
it. Was trash. It was cool. It was Pokemon. Like I'm a fan, so I'm gonna try it at least. But the game wasn't that great. And then when it really kind of got going and people started complaining about the grind to get to 40, and I'm like, are you serious? And I used to use that example. I was like, have you played Final Fantasy 11? Like, what are you talking about? A game that literally takes 7 to 10 years to beat? Like, are you serious right now? This is nothing here. But Pokemon Go has always been that way for me. Mm-hmm. It's just behind. Now, for a brand new player starting today or even a year ago,
great.
It would be dope.
Yeah,
absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
You said that at some point though. You're like, it's becoming like a legitimate game.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe about a year ago.
Yeah.
I Pokemon Go was my entry into the Pokemon world, and I was able to see past the things that you had problems with because I was like, ooh, I'm learning all these Pokemon names.
Mm-hmm.
And now all these YouTube videos are funny about
Yeah. Same here.
I understand the meme now.
Yeah, I get this thing. And so now, I lived the surprise Pikachu, life. So I totally understand how it was terrible for you. But yeah, you're right. It is fantastic now. Like overall, the game is pretty solid. And what we're complaining about is simply long-term players of this game and our expectations because we've been playing this game for, did you say 4 years?
I believe it's 4 years.
It's almost 4 years.
It's coming up on 4 years.
July.
Yeah,
July will be 4 years.
That is insane.
Yep.
So you got something? You want to pick one?
I have a couple other things, but I don't know if these are related to COVID-19, so we may be able to move out of the COVID-19.
Oh, we've been out of the COVID-19 for about 20 minutes now.
Okay.
So I'm just saying, pick something random from the screen.
We went straight back to college.
What about the change in the Spotlight Hour? That was something new.
Oh, yeah,
So let's talk about the Spotlight Hour because Mystery Hour, Spotlight Hour, right?
Yeah.
All these different hours. So I try to read the Twitter posts. They don't tell you. I think they're starting to now, but they didn't tell you what the mystery was because
You're right.
It's a mystery. People down in the Twitter feed would tell you what it was eventually. Every time I would get on during one of those hours, I would look for is there a Pokemon that's spawning a lot right now? Like that would normally be out right now? No? Okay, then I would try to catch a random Pokemon to see, am I getting double Stardust? Am I getting double Candy or whatever? Nothing. And I'm just like, forget this, turn this game off. So it's just like, I don't know what the mystery hour is. I don't know what I'm getting.
I think.
And it's just like, I'm not.
It's replacing the raid hour that was on Wednesday.
But it's like they just decide here's a Pokemon and then it spawns more, right?
Yes. So I actually really like the Spotlight Hour. Because during the
yeah,
when it was a raid hour,
yeah,
don't make fun.
Huh?
When it was a raid hour, that's just not enjoyable for me. At the time that raid hour is going on, that's peak travel time. So I am not getting on the road to go hunt whatever whatever legendary is the raid hour for that day. That's just not happening. I'm not doing that. I'm not wasting the gas. I'm not wasting the energy. And it's either too hot or too cold because
it's Texas. It's usually too hot.
Yeah.
So I really like this spotlight hour. And the reason I like it is because it's different enough each time. I've played 2, I guess, of the 4 spotlight hours that we've had. The one that I played the first week, it gave you double transfer candy. So I took the opportunity to get rid of some of the extra legendaries because I have a really bad habit of not deleting legendaries, which is great for trading. You know, hey, I've got a lucky friend. Do you have an Articuno? Because, you know, when was the last time Articuno has been out in an egg? And I've got 10 of those. So I'm great on those. And so I took the time and I cleared out some of my legendaries that I have a ridiculous amount of to get the double candy. And then there was a Magnemite. The featured Pokemon was Magnemite. I think that was last week.
When I logged in, I saw no Magnemite.
I only got like 4 or 5 Magnemites from my home, but terrible spawn points. But I did have a good time. I did have a good amount of Pokemon spawning on my incense, which was really great. It gives me a little bit of hope for these upcoming events that we have going on.
Is that a segue?
Segue.
Well, I didn't even hold on.
Oh,
So the change is that the spotlight hour will now not only feature Pokemon but also a special bonus. So they're adding more to it. I guess to make your evening more beneficial, like the time spent more beneficial.
Man.
Yeah, no, I don't care.
They can miss me with all that because it's just too many times wasted going in and just not seeing anything and no spawns, and I'm just like, whatever.
Okay, you want to talk about tomorrow is Incense Day
That's
event.
tomorrow?
that's tomorrow.
Yep, April 19th.
So will this be out by then? I'll probably release this while it's happening.
Yeah.
No, this will be out next week. Dang.
So it'll be over.
So this will be over by the time y'all see this. So there's going to be an Incense Day, and we'll see how that works out.
I think it's going to test the capabilities of Abra Day, which I think is smart. I like the concept of it. I'm only planning on playing for sure one of the hours, maybe 2 of them, just because I like the way it's structured, but I'm only interested in getting that new psychic Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
Goliatha?
Oh, I have it.
Oh.
Theta or something.
Yeah,
Go Theta?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one. Because I don't have one of those yet, and that's supposed to be
you got to catch up.
Right.
So
I got things to do.
No, what you do is you catch that Pokemon, and when she's trying to catch you, you just slap her phone out of her hand.
Oh, okay. So I'm coming over here again tomorrow.
Yeah.
You're just be slapping things like out of people's hands.
Yeah.
So to be more specific, it's a 6-hour
Yes.
event.
Yes.
And every hour is a different element.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It goes water, fire, grass, psychic, bug, ground.
I don't know, man. I got to play Resident Evil for a podcast, so I don't know if I'm gonna have time for that.
Yeah.
Especially if this is not working. It's definitely not going down for me.
I'm for sure playing the psychic event. I might play the fire event in an attempt to get, because Ponyta was one of the ones that was listed as the fire, and I would love to get a shiny Ponyta because I do not have one of those yet.
Oh my God, I want one.
That's the only thing that's tempting me to play anything other than the psychic event.
I got one. How much? $20? $30?
Sure. He needs to do a trade.
I'll give you $20.
Do I hear 25?
No.
Anyway.
That bidding's done.
So what else do we have? It's too much.
Okay.
I mean, it's a lot.
There was another thing added. Sorry, I keep looking down. I had to write it down because there's so much information. I know it's on yours too, but special buddy related bonuses, decreased walking distance for buddy candy, and earning hearts. I mean, not that big of a deal. I mean, it kind of is a big deal if you make your buddy because you want candy. So
right,
yeah, that definitely helps.
Well, so let's talk about that real quick, because I think something I forgot to mention or we haven't talked about yet is when they announced that remote rating, they also talked about your buddy being able to go out and spin stops for you, or not. Let me take that back. Go out and get gifts for you. So you don't have to go out and spin. So I don't know if they can only go out to Pokestops they can see, or if they're just going out into the grass over here and bringing back a gift.
Present. Are they only bringing back? Are they bringing back like presents that I would send to you?
Yeah.
Or are they bringing back presents for me, the trainer, and I open the present and I get like Pokeballs?
I took it as something you would send to me.
Okay.
So then you would send to me, and then
which is good because that was one of my gripes earlier.
There you go. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Now, as far as the extra hearts and all that, I don't know. Like I said, I'm still in that point of just using a buddy for candy.
Yeah, that's what I do.
So I think after I'm done with this one, I might do something more serious for competitive advantage as far as boosting the CP up for something that I actually might use and go battle. But as of right now, it's just like I'm just trying to fill out my Pokedex.
Yeah,
so
man,
I don't
can't
really
wait
care
to be caught up on my Pokedex because I want to put my Eevee back.
Shout out.
I've got problems.
Yeah, just like Eevee.
So
don't judge.
Another update that happened, and I think this was probably planned no matter what, was the today view.
Okay.
Oh man, yeah.
I love this. So you can see where you are in your streaks. That's like the biggest thing.
Yeah, you log right in and see Al Roker.
You can see.
Huh?
Yes.
Oh, today. That's funny.
Come on.
I like the condensed Pokemon in a gym.
Yes.
That's really nice.
Yeah, the whole thing is nice, I think.
Yeah, I like that it tells me exactly what special bonuses are happening. So it make sure you can take it, like you don't forget, because when they drop all those things on the Twitter, I forget because I'll focus in on one thing, and I like that I can go in and see all the things.
So I like it, but this is what I don't like about it. Niantic is kind of the same thing I touched on earlier. It's reaction based. So there is an app out there. I don't know if it's on that thing you have over there. I don't know if it's on that thing you have over there. But it's on Android.
And the Pokemon Go Ranger?
No, it's called Pokemon Go Guide. Right?
Okay.
Right. And it tells you all the events and stuff that's going on and that's currently happening and when the nests migrate and all that kind of good stuff. The first one got shut down because I think they were using licensed images. Right?
Okay.
And then now the second one is out. Basically, I only use that for what the Today View gives me. So now I don't really have to go to that app anymore. But my thing is, Niantic, why didn't you think of this before people started making apps that you're trying to get shut down every other week?
Yeah.
Do better.
Do better, Niantic.
Do better. Don't let somebody else make something, or y'all make billions of dollars. Go buy their company. Go buy their company and have them run it and have them make some kind of money off of this, as opposed to just trying to shut them down and then stealing their idea. Anyway.
Okay. So I have two more things. One of them we already mentioned, but just a recap of, I guess, some new Pokemon that were introduced in the last
Monsters.
6 weeks. Gothita, Stunfish.
I got the Stunny.
And Landorus.
I don't have the Landorus.
Yeah, I got the Stunfish.
I was really hoping that they were gonna announce at 3:00 yesterday, because they tend to do stuff on Fridays, right? At 3:00, I was hoping that they would announce the remote raid yesterday, and then I was hoping to get a Landorus, or at least attempt to try, because there's only three accounts. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, but our state is about to open up, so we can go out.
We'll be good.
We can do everything just like the good old days.
Let's go eat dinner next week. We'll meet. We'll make reservations.
What major event's going to be canceled?
Yeah. Since now we know somebody else with my birthday dinner.
For
there
real.
You go.
Hey, in the air fryer. Inside joke.
Okay, so we already talked about, so a couple of days ago, Niantic announced some following, like a few things that are coming soon. One of them, which we already kind of talked about, which is the remote rating.
Mm-hmm.
And then bonus research task and boost item stacking.
So let me see if I can explain the boost item stacking real quick. This is something quality of life, really, improvement for the game. They should have done it a long time ago, because we complained about it all the time when we were out raiding, and it sucked because we would have to put a stop to everything.
Wait, hold on.
Everybody,
Let me restart
hold on. My lucky egg
back out.
My lucky egg is about to run out in 1 minute 20 seconds. Can we wait? That doesn't sound like a long time. It's not a big deal, especially when you're talking about Final Fantasy 11. But it was annoying, especially when you had a group of 20 people.
Yeah.
Trying to get everybody in sync with their lucky eggs. Now you can turn on another lucky egg and it will just add 30 minutes to the timer.
Yep. That's amazing.
Up to a 24-hour period.
Because that whole lucky egg thing, there was a lot of tension going on back in the day because
it's money.
It's money, and you would always have to you'd everybody be ready, and then there'd be like one person who's like, okay, I'm on my way. Can you wait 2 minutes? And it's like, no, I have a lucky egg on. I'm trying to do this.
I only have 5 minutes.
Yeah, like it was irritating.
Yeah, and so that'll work for star pieces. That'll work for incense. That'll work for all of those types of items. So that'll be good. That'll be good.
Yeah.
Now times where it won't be good, the increased time for incense. And then you're thinking it's like the normal time. So you put on 5, but now. But
your Today View would tell you.
Yeah.
That your incense increase is going on.
But you were just so happy and you just say, I'm about to do this on tomorrow and I'm going to put on like 8 and then it's like you good until Monday afternoon.
Yeah.
Pokemon still popping up, looking around, and then running off because it's like,
bored.
Nobody's there.
Now you have to stay up all night because your incense on.
And just pink. You're gonna have dreams about pink dust flying
swirlies.
Around you. What was the other thing?
Bonus research tests.
Bonus research tests. So if I'm not mistaken, Niantic will just give you a random research task every day without you having to go spin a stop.
Yeah. And it I don't know when this is coming. It just said coming soon.
Yeah.
So. And
the other thing that I have to say is after they talked about all the social distancing and we're canceling this and canceling that and we're doing stuff so you can play from home, I did go out because we had to go to GameStop because it was still open. Shout out. And I spun a couple of stops. A lot of the tasks that I got I couldn't do from home.
Right.
Go battle Team Rocket Grunt. Can't do that from the house. Go win a raid. Can't do that from the house. And remote raiding is not out. So I feel like they also should have done a better job of changing the tasks that were coming from stops. Like if I do go out and get a couple of spins, make sure it's something that I can do from the house. Catch a certain amount of Pokemon, certain type, or just something default like that. Catch 15 Pokemon. Or if we know we're going to do increase incense, may get a higher number and get a awesome encounter or something, catch 50 Pokemon.
What's crazy is I bet the coders, developers, whatever, testers, all those people at Niantic, I bet they are working like crazy. Mm-hmm. I just don't think that they had enough time, right or wrong, whether they should have already done it or not.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff they should have already
done. But I'm just saying, I bet you money those people are working their tails off trying to get a lot of this done and as best as it can be.
Which goes back to my whole COVID-19 thing that I've been saying anyway, which is people are freaking. I don't know if I told the story on the podcast or not, but people are freaking out about going to the grocery store and seeing people cleaning carts and it's kind of freaking them out a little bit. It's like, whoa, what is happening? Am I going to die? They should have been cleaning them carts anyway.
Right.
They should have been wiping down Veriphones and pen pads anyway.
Wipe me down.
So come on, like some of that, I should have been teleworking anyway. Shout out.
Yeah.
I mean,
yes.
you know what I mean? Like, let's jump into 2020. I think when you say it out loud,
yeah,
it's 2020. Like it sounds like a bad sci-fi movie from the 80s or something. But it is 2020 now. I'm supposed to be in a flying car right now.
Well, and we said this because we recorded earlier today another podcast.
Shout out.
And I said this on this podcast, but one thing he's been saying since this whole thing happened is, and I'm paraphrasing, but kind of like the one good thing that may come out of this whole pandemic and everything is that it's kind of forcing us to get where we should have been anyway.
Yeah.
Right. It's pushing us into the future.
Niantic.
Yeah. So we should have been able to work from home anyway.
We should have been able to do remote raiding anyway.
Right. Well, the remote rating thing, I think.
I mean, with the spoofers running crazy 2 and 3 years ago, those crazy spoofers. Come on, just go ahead and just give in.
Yeah, but I think the problem there was Niantic created this game with a plan of bringing people together, a community thing, friendship, whatever, and so they probably don't want remote rating because
I mean, all I'm saying is it worked. I met you guys, but at this point,
But things have changed.
Things have changed.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Things change. Priorities change. Jobs change. Lives change.
And this game has been out for so long now that it's
4
not
years.
really a community thing anymore.
It's time to evolve the game into something a little bit more.
Evolve? That's funny for two different reasons.
But what about that stay-at-home mom who likes to play Pokemon Go but can't go out?
Well, and we had friends like that, or people that we played with that they had to pack all their kids up into their minivan and come out. What
about those people who are experiencing mental troubles?
Yeah.
And Pokemon Go was their one thing that they really enjoyed, but they can't handle people right now.
Right.
Yeah. Niantic.
Preach it.
I'm just saying.
Preach on.
This is a fantastic platform. It has certainly gotten me through some rough times. I really, really do like this game. I really do. But it's time to look at it in a different way.
Let's move forward.
Yes, because it's not about it. Yes, it's about bringing new players and making the game more appealing to the next group of people coming in. But it's also about, what about the people who were there with you when you only had 151 Pokemon out and it was the grass nearby and you had to figure out which direction you were going.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait. Hold on. After they already had something in the game that would show you where the Pokemon was,
Right.
and then took it out.
Yes.
And then didn't put it back for a year. Okay.
Yes.
Good times. No trash
The
game.
only reason I'm not a day one player is because the day this game released, I had just gotten off of a 3-week long work tour and I was asleep.
Yeah.
I started day 2 because that was the day that I woke up. I slept for like 18 hours the day this game came out.
Nice.
I would still count you as a day one.
But, there's still a lot of people who have been around for that long that are still playing.
Mm-hmm.
And they are no longer hardcore players.
No.
For whatever reason.
So let's transition into this then, because the data miners were out digging, mining, and they did find something in the code that indicates that we're going to get a level cap increase.
All I'm saying is I've been saying it.
Yeah. Well, somebody said like a year or two ago that they ended up talking to somebody that worked for Niantic or whatever.
But I just don't feel like this is that hard, and it should have been done a long time ago, and I don't think it's that hard to implement.
I was one of the late 40, level 40 players.
Yeah, but now you're
and
like double.
I have been a level 40 player for over 2 years.
Like 2 years, yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is ridiculous.
I still remember hitting it though.
I do too.
Pause. all these jokes from the last podcast that nobody will ever see. So they found stuff in there about level 41 through 50.
I'm gonna be disappointed if all they do is raise it 10.
Yeah.
Well, that's all they found was
I know
from for 10, and I believe they. So
gonna make my sprint patch no longer relevant.
Yeah.
My level 40 sprint patch.
Yeah. Let's see. I think most of the hardcore players or people who used to be hardcore players are probably gonna get real close to a max level as soon as it happens.
Yep.
I feel like they should definitely fix the amount of XP needed to get to level 40, because there's so many players out there that get to level 37 and like forget this. So I'm not saying they should
work.
I'm not saying they should fix level 37, 38.
Level 37 is the equivalence of the dunes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, but I don't know what y'all talking about.
She was playing 11. Come on. She was out there playing 11.
Yeah.
Shouting across. Anyway. I don't know. It's just too. It's. I don't want to say it's too little, too late, but I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care anymore.
I don't care. I mean, I guess if they activate it and I don't instantly hit 50, I guess there will be some incentive to go out, especially if I'm like real close.
You'll have to spend those poke balls that you'll get from all your and those lucky eggs that you'll get. Yeah,
actually, I'm down on lucky eggs. I only have one. I've just been holding on to that one for like the past 2 months.
Yeah,
I only have one.
I only get them if the event is like double, but I don't get them for any other reason.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it happens. What do you think about the level cap increase? You don't care?
I mean, I would like to see where I land because I don't, depending on how they configure it, or how they decide to recalculate.
They can't make it as bad as it is from 37 to 40. Like that's just not. But how many players will rage quit?
Yeah, but at this point they could. Because you have to have a like enormous amount of players who are millions of XP over 40, right? I think they need to fix those lower levels.
We should poll.
Yeah,
we should poll the players that have been level 40 for like
YouTube out there.
Yeah.
Down in the comments.
Send us your numbers.
Down in the comment section
below.
How
long have you been level 40? What's your current XP number?
Current XP. Down in the comment section below.
And what would you think if they kept it the same from 37 to 40?
So the same increments?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they need to change that. So there will be a bunch of players that'll
make it to 40?
Yeah, that'll make it to 41 who knows, depending on how they fix it. I think they need to fix that and then come out with some kind of steady path to level 100 one day. I mean, I think their biggest problem is how they incorporated your player level with the Pokemon level, and I'm not sure if they have that math right.
Okay.
Right, for the Pokemon. So think that's really probably more of their problem that they need to fix. I only see like one more thing here that's not important.
I want to touch something real quick.
Pause.
Pause? Well, I don't know if it's the thing that you're talking about. So what's the thing you were...
Oh, I just see something here about Easter event.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about was the Easter event.
Bam.
So I did play the Easter event a little bit and I enjoyed it. So they released a flower crown. I really don't like that they call it a flower crown because it's not a flower crown at all. But that is not the point.
It's just a couple of flowers, right?
Yeah, it's 3 flowers. So
Niantic, get it together.
I'm still hurting over like the flower crown Eevee, and it's not because I thought it was going to be the flower crown for the Eevee. No. Anyway, so that's not the point. The point is they released some fun events. Baneri got flower crown. Togepi got flower crown.
Got the Togepi.
And Pikachu got a Sunday hat, Sunday Easter hat, which was pretty cute. But there is one thing that they've been doing with these costumed Pokemon that have gotten a lot of players really, really upset. And I totally am on board with these players that are upset, is that you can't evolve those.
Oh, yes. Oh, I hate that.
So it's interesting because you can evolve Eevee and you can evolve Pikachu. But, when we had the Halloween event, the Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmanders were locked in at their, the party hats, I believe, were locked in. So, like, now you can only shoot for, like, a shiny that's fun. No shiny perfect on that because you can't take that all the way up to Blastoise.
So I feel like they're either being lazy with the coding or they're being really smart with the coding. Because here's the deal. Next Halloween, guess what they could do?
They could.
They could say, hey, all the Halloween stuff you got last year, you can evolve it. And here's some new Halloween people that you can't evolve with masks
that would be cool.
And stuff. So they're either really smart or just being really lazy, because I do believe when some of these costume Pokemon first came out, there were certain ones that you could evolve.
You could. Well, yeah.
Because it would just be the evolved version with the same hat on.
Right. So yeah, you could. And it's really interesting because previously to the Easter event, they released Nidorino with a party hat, but I don't know if you can take him all the way to King. And then Gengar came out with a party hat, and then of course you had your Raticate and your Wobbuffet that came out with party hats, which is fun, and but and the ones that received the hat were already locked in, except for Nidorino. And again, I am not 100% certain if that one could evolve to Nidoking because I did not get a party hat Nidorino. But I like the costumed Pokemon a lot. I really, really do.
I do too.
But I also feel for the players who end up getting I saw a posting that someone got a perfect Flower Crown Togepi. What an awesome Togekiss that would be. But, they can't do anything with it right now. I know they're going to keep it because it's cute and it's that'd be a good buddy at the very, and it's perfect. But, it's it's disappointing and it's frustrating because you have something, I had a pretty decent Bulbasaur Halloween from this past Halloween event that I still have. But he's locked, but he's super cute. But yeah, it's frustrating. Hopefully they'll unlock them. We'll see.
Yeah.
Because I know they can do it because Pikachu and Eevee can do that.
Yeah.
I specifically went out and got plenty of flower crown Eevees to make sure that all of my evolutions could have a flower crown.
Mm-hmm.
I even have some in my back pocket for when Sylveon comes out.
Right. So
yeah.
what I will say about those, I don't necessarily care for them too much. A lot of them feel cheap. Like, I don't know, just like those stupid Squirtle Squad glasses that were on. I mean, come on, that was just bad, right?
I liked it. I just think it adds some flavor,
Well, it was bad because you had one job to get Squirtle Squad down.
Oh, well, the fact that it didn't really look like
right.
it. Yeah, I didn't care about that because I didn't have any history, but I just thought it was cool.
So be careful now because now you can mass transfer.
Yes, you can, which is fantastic.
Special event Pokemon.
I have the other trainers that I play with, regularly, and we do the trading with.
That's not a thing.
They know that I like trying to get a lucky of the current Pikachu hat.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a lucky Pikachu for every hat. The only ones that I don't have right now is the red party hat because we finally got a new party hat, Pikachu, and the Sunday hat, Pikachu. I don't have one lucky of that, but I like holding luckies of all the hats, plus having my Raichu of all the hats. But again, to my completionist.
Yeah, I'm like, you are
problem.
like seriously hardcore.
So y'all just be careful out there when it's time to transfer. Like, just know that is a thing. Now, what you cannot mass transfer are Pokemon that are your buddy or have ever been your buddy.
That's so weird.
It's a little weird. I can see I can see not transferring your current buddy.
Yeah, but
something that's been a buddy, I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, because my thing is there's too much. I wonder if it's a situation where Niantic is scared that if you invested a lot of time, possibly money, into a Pokemon and then you accidentally transfer it, will you rage quit? I wonder if they're worried about that, because my thing is if that Pokemon is hardcore special to me, I put a lot of time, whatever, I can just star it, and that will block it from being the mass transfer also. So
yeah,
whatever, Niantic, y'all just.
I kind of don't even understand the buddy thing because they should just make it to where you just can't select your buddy, like the specific one that you made your buddy. Like, so if you made Eevee your buddy, so you have 50 Eevees, but this one right here, level 1, 1000 is your buddy, you should be able to select all the other ones, just not that one.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying if they are your buddy, you can't do it. I thought you meant like that Pokemon. You can't.
Yeah,
do it.
You can't mass transfer any Pokemon that's been registered as your buddy.
Like that,
no, but I was talking about the current.
No, the specific one that is your buddy or has ever been your buddy.
Okay.
Like those specific ones, not the whole.
Yeah, because I have like 2 Eevees that have been my buddy. Because like I have like I think it's a 2% shiny, and I think it's cute and hilarious. And that one's been my buddy for a long, long time. Has many miles or kilometers on it.
Yeah. So we're almost ready to wrap up.
Mm-hmm.
But I got one more thing. Got one more thing.
I got one more thing. I think we kind of mentioned it, but I just want to throw it out there because I got a little confused. There's been so many news and updates, and so I don't know how many times they've updated the increase the bag, but it will go to 3,000, right, for Abra Day? Okay.
That's correct.
Okay.
So remember back in the day when we kept promising cameras and there was no cameras, and then y'all kept scolding me about it in private and in public that there was no cameras. And one of the reasons we really needed cameras is because Stephanie would like freak out sometimes over there. And then, now that we got the camera, she don't do it as much. But
that's not true. The podcast you had to scrap last time had some pretty great stuff on it.
But you didn't almost jump through the window. Like, you remember that time you almost fell through the window?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So there's a box right there, and you can have whatever's in it. The brown one.
box. Camera. See, I'm utilizing your camera.
Yeah.
Now remember that air fryer story?
Remember that air fryer story?
Oh my goodness!
There's that window again.
I'm so excited. Can they see?
Yeah.
I can't see if they see because I don't have me in the computer.
But is that the one you already got?
No, I mean I don't
What?
I don't have it yet.
Huh?
Okay.
So that is is it the WonderCon?
It is the WonderCon.
Blocked EV exclusive. So I saw it and I was like, man, this looks dope.
Oh.
And I said, I'm going to get one because I didn't get any of the other EVs, the big one or the regular EV.
I do have the big one.
We didn't get any of those. So I was like, let me order this. And I was like, I think Stephanie might freak out on the show if we gave her this.
Yep.
So let me order 2.
So fun facts for all your viewers out there. I'm currently sitting at 15,230 EV candy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
That is insane.
And I have 2 EV costumes. I have a shiny variant that I put together last summer that I haven't had a chance to wear yet because I haven't been to any Pokemon events because,
Life.
Yeah. So I now have my regular Eevee and I have a shiny Eevee costume.
I can't believe she thought we just had that regular raggedy brown box just sitting back there.
I
didn't even notice it. And it's right in my line of sight. I didn't even notice.
Hey, I just think we can raggedy around here. Anyway.
Let's hug it out. Just kidding.
Social distancing.
Air hug.
Yeah, anyway.
All right. I mean, we covered a lot.
Yeah, we covered a lot. I mean, still only an hour and 6 minutes. So
nice.
Because I think that was the problem with the last podcast. Remember, it was like real short.
It was short.
Very strange.
I'm pretty sure 20 minutes of it was making fun of me because I said sound bean.
Oh yeah.
Segue. So speaking of sound bean, social media time. Follow us on all social media platforms at ANX Gamecast and wherever you get your favorite podcast. We are there. And if we're not there, how about this? Send us an email, podcast@anxgamecenter.com. We'll get yours added. And hey, if you want to see us, if you want to see the flocked WonderCon Eevee, if you want to see Stephanie jump out the window, we are on YouTube, AVersion TV. Make sure to like, follow, subscribe. It is the one that is not in Spanish. And
Sound bean.
Once we get to 100,
I'm gonna market that.
Yeah, do it. You better trademark. I'll do it first. Once we get to 100 subscribers on YouTube, we will be doing a giveaway. So go out again. Make sure to like.
Giveaway.
Oh yeah, we'll do all kind of cool giveaways. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe.
That's it for today, guys. Thanks for listening to ANX Gamecast. Join us next week where we will have our full Resident Evil 3 review. See you next time.
Air fryer.